Hey guys, welcome to a new tutorial on Nail Possible. Today I will be showing you how to recreate this unicorn design step by step. We're gonna start with a silicone mat and a white nail polish. I'm going to make a few decals because, as you may know, I'm terrible at freehand and I will probably need to make a few of these. Remember, the decals need to be a bit thick so they don't rip when we peel them off. This technique is great not only because you don't need to wipe the nail off if you mess it up, but it's also great to make the design on your dominant hand. We're going to set them aside so they can dry, and in the meantime we're going to apply our base coat. I'm going to use a bit of striping tape to measure the nail that's going to have the unicorn so I don't make it bigger. I'm going to measure from side to side and also from the cuticle to the tip of the nail. I'm going to use a super thin brush. I don't have one, so as you can see here, I removed some of the bristles from this one. And we're also going to be using a gold polish. I have my guides on the decal and this is what we're going to do. First, for the horn, I'm drawing a horizontal line for the base. Then we're going to make semicircles at the ends. The one on the left always a bit taller than the one on the right. Then do the same thing above but a little bit more towards the center until we have 3 total. And then at the top a longer one for the tip. And now we connect from left to right. For the eyes, we're going to make 2 squiggly lines. Draw 2 eyelashes on each side. And that's it. Now we're gonna fill in the horn with this very shimmery silver polish. And we set it aside to dry. Let's go back to our nails. I'm going to use this mauve. Don't pay attention to the brush, I forgot it was like this. We skip the nail that will have the unicorn, and I'm going to do just one swipe close to the tip of the nail. Clean up a bit. And I'm going to apply a quick dry top coat so I don't have to wait because we're going to use some striping tape. We're going to need 2 pieces for each nail except for the one that will have the unicorn. And we're going to apply them on the nails to separate the 3 colors, one above and one below the mauve that we applied already. We secure the edges so the polish doesn't go underneath the tape. And now that everything is placed, we're going to apply this kind of periwinkle blue below the mauve. remove the tape right away. And above the mauve, we're going to apply white nail polish. I tried to use a thin brush, but it was taking too long, so I just decided to go back to the polish brush and clean up the mess afterwards. Let's clean up before it dries. And here I decided to swipe the brush towards the cuticle so I didn't drag the white to the other two colors. Now that it's a bit cleaner, we apply the white polish on our unicorn nail, which is the middle nail. Clean up this right here. And I'm going to fix this right here. I am not gonna fix this one because we will be covering this later. Going back to our unicorn, I think it's ready now. We're gonna start to peel it off. Very carefully start with the edge. And then peel it off carefully so we don't rip it or distort it. Here it is. I'm going to remove some of the excess white. And although I will be using these eyes as well, they're too separate from the horn and it's not going to fit. So I'm going to separate them to remove some of the white. I'm cutting off some excess from the top as well. And I'm going to use a stamper to apply it to my nail. Now do the same thing for the eyes. Next, we're going to do one coat of Orly bonder on all the nails. This is a base coat that you need to apply very carefully because it smears very easily. Yep, just like it did here. It's a bit complicated because it's very watery and it's hard to have a lot on the brush because it starts running. And you might be wondering, why are we using base coat? Well, because this one dries a bit sticky and that works really well with these powders. I'm going to use this stamper so I don't have to rub on the actual nails. And as you can see, it has seen better days. I use this one so I don't damage the one I'm using right now. And even though the pigment gets stuck in the cracks, it works fine for this. I'm going to use this silicone tool to apply it to the stamper, but you can use the applicator that comes with the powder. We're going to apply the powder to the entire surface of the stamper. Another way you can apply it is with a glove. I cut off just one finger so I don't have to wear the entire thing, but yeah, you can apply the powder like this too. Once we have the powder on the stamper, we apply it to the nails. I would recommend trying to go around the images and apply it to the white base only, because you will see later that the colors get a bit washed out in the end. On top of the powder, I'm going to apply this iridescent glitter with flakies. I definitely say don't go over the images with this, because the powder wasn't that bad, but the jelly on this topper really washes out the color, especially the gold. If you want, you can fish out some flakies, because a lot of times they don't stay on the nail when applied with the brush. And now using this plate, I'm going to use the thinnest line here to place in between the colors using the gold polish. It doesn't have to be with stamping. You can freehand the line if you want to, but I'm really bad at that and I don't want to ruin this. We remove the lines we don't want. And we stamp. Clean up the residue. And add a top coat. And here's our finished design. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and remember, you can give it a thumbs up and leave any questions you may have in the comments below. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!